Alright, headed to the airport. Catch my flight to Reno. It leaves at 6:05 and it's currently 5:22. Cross our fingers that I make the flight. I have to check a bag too, so yeah. Right, I just took an Uber from the airport to REI. Got my fuel canister, so I'm ready to go. Currently waiting on a Lyft to come pick me up. I just talked to the people at Mellow Mountain Hostel and confirmed that everything's good with my res and they're gonna be there to give me my key when I get there. All is good. Smoky out, you can probably see, kind of hazy. I'm walking to Starbucks right now to grab a coffee, and then I'm gonna get an Uber to the Kingsbury South trailhead, which is where I'm starting the TRT. I'm gonna go clockwise and we'll see how far I can make it today. I'm officially stepping from Nevada into California. This is Star Lake. I think it's about like 9.5 miles in. So gorgeous. Lunchtime. I'm up at like 9,700 feet right now, and this is the highest point for today. So lots of downhill from here. A couple more climbs, so it's not all downhill, but shouldn't be too bad. Right, Round Lake was my initial goal, and I'm gonna try and do it. I'm definitely tired and sore, and it's like 6:45, so the sun's gonna start going down here pretty soon. But I have my headlamp out, and I really just want to try and get there. All right, 3 more miles. I can do this. I made it to Round Lake. That was intense. Oh man. So it ended up being like 27 miles and 5,000 feet of elevation gain. Yeah, so I'm gonna go set up my tent and go to sleep. Good night. Morning.
Good morning.
All right, made it to Round Lake last night and finally getting a nice good look at the lake. And I'm gonna head down there and get some water and make some coffee. It's about 8:30 and I'm just hopping back on the trail right now. And we're going to Lake Aloha. We'll say goodbye to Round Lake right now. All right, onward. Little recap from day one. I made it to my goal spot, which was Round Lake, which I didn't know if I was actually gonna make it there. Oh, so I had my headlamp on because it's pretty dark. Like the moon is just like a little sliver right now. Literally the first spot that I saw, I just snagged it. And so I set up my tent, I get inside, and all of a sudden it's just pitch black. So my headlamp, I didn't think to make sure that it had a full charge, and it quit on me. Looking back, I'm glad that it didn't quit on me like while I was on the trail or while I was like trying to set the tent up. So that was pretty ideal that at least I got my tent set up and I was inside. So then I turn on the flashlight on my phone and I pull out my solar charger and start plugging things in, and then I realize that I don't have the right iPhone charging cords. So then I'm like, I should not have my flashlight on. I need to like turn my iPhone off right now. And so then I'm just sitting there in pitch black waiting for my headlamp to charge so I can have some light to be able to like set up my bed and all that. Hopefully when I get to Tahoe City, I'll be able to get my hands on a charging cord. Alrighty, that's all I got. Oh my gosh, freaking trail magic. So Janet and Marianne, my new friends that I met, who are just awesome, by the way. I told them about my iPhone charger, how I needed a cable with a USB, and was like asking them if they thought I could buy one in Tahoe City and all that. And then Marianne's like, you know what? We're gonna bring you a charging cord, and they're gonna leave it for me at the little store that's at Echo Lake, which is probably about 10 miles from here. So I'll be able to get a charge on my phone tonight, and then I'll be able to use gut hook and everything and take pictures. Janet and Marianne, you guys are my angels. Alright, I'm up above lower Echo Lake right now. Got about like 6 more miles to Aloha. Oh my god, this is just so pretty. Look at this. To Aloha. That was my goal for today, so pretty stoked about that. Those last few miles were painful, but I got here and it was absolutely gorgeous. And I found a spot that I didn't really love, and then I went down to get some water, found another spot that is like so much better. So I'm gonna go back up, grab my stuff, and then go back down there. Whew. So excited to get my tent set up and make some food, go to sleep. Awesome day today. Good morning and aloha from Lake Aloha. I don't know if you can see, but Lake Aloha is to my left right now, and it's pretty long. So I'm gonna be hiking west for probably the next like couple miles or so, and then I'll turn and head north, and then it's just gonna be like lakes on lakes on lakes. Everyone I've talked to so far has just been like raving about all the little lakes in Desolation, and I'm stoked. Yesterday was an awesome day. Highlights were definitely Janet and Marianne hooking me up with an iPhone charging cord. So my phone is back to 100%. Super, super thankful for them. And coming into Lake Aloha last night, I caught the most incredible sunset. It was just amazing. And it was nice having a little bit of sunlight to be able to set up camp and all that. And now we're on to day 3. A little sore, but just gonna take it one step at a time and see how far I can get. So, wish me luck. Made it to the top of Dix Pass. That was freaking rough. Oh my god. It's like 3.5 miles of climbing, a couple thousand feet. Whew, and it was like so hot. Decided not to stop up at the top of Dix Pass and just push it down to Fontanillis because I've heard amazing things about that lake. It was only like a couple miles from the top of the pass and it's all downhill. And then I'll have a nice proper rest, eat a bunch of food, and probably put my feet in the water. Made it to Richardson Lake, and it's just before 7, so I have a good bit of light left, which is awesome. It's crazy though, I'm the only one here, and everything that I've read, it was like I expected it to be packed in here, so it's kind of weird. There's these like great big trees covered in moss. They're super cool. All right, I'm ready to relax. All right, good morning. Day 4. I just left Richardson Lake and I was the only one there, which was crazy. But yeah, don't really know what my plan is for today. I'm headed in the direction of Tahoe City. That's where my resupply box is. And it's about 23 miles away. And Alpenglow Sports, where I sent my resupply box to, closes at 6. So realistically, I don't think I'll be able to make it there in time, so I might just try to get as close to Tahoe City as I can and then camp tonight and then get up in the morning and go pick up my box. So yeah, that's my plan. We'll see. All right, onward. Some things I noticed about day 4 of the backpacking trip. 1, your body finally just accepts your pack as like a new body part. It's like the first few days, your shoulders hurt, your hip bones hurt. And then by day 4, your body like throws up the white flag and it's like, all right, pack, we're cool now. It feels so much better today than it did the past 3 days. Second thing is this is right around the time where you start like daydreaming about food. Like I'm salivating thinking about McDonald's right now, and like I never eat McDonald's. I don't remember the last time I ate McDonald's, but that sounds so good right now. Made it to Tahoe City. Officially over halfway done. I'm gonna try and snag a walk-up campsite at this Tahoe State Rec area. Apparently there's one left, so hopefully I get it. Fingers crossed. Hello, it is day 5 and I'm just climbing out of Tahoe City. Got a later start today than normal because I had to wait for Alpenglow Sports to open so I could go get my resupply box. So they opened at 10. So it was actually kind of a chill morning. I slept in a little bit, slept until like 7, and then got packed up and went to Fuller's, which if you're ever in Tahoe City, oh my God, go to Fuller's. They have the best breakfast burrito I've ever had. I don't know if it was just because I'm like so hungry or what, but that breakfast burrito was so bomb. And then I found an outlet in there and kind of parked myself and charged up a bunch of stuff and did a little bit of journaling. Went to Alpenglow, got my resupply box, kind of reorganized a little bit. My pack is heavy again. It was so nice yesterday after going through my 4-day food supply, and it was a lot lighter, and now it's right back to full again. Today is a lower mileage day. It's only gonna be about like 14 miles to Watson Lake. The first 5 miles are like uphill, so that will be fun. Also, last night was amazing. So I rolled into Tahoe City right around like 7. I called the Tahoe Rec area campground and they said that they had one walk-up site left. They couldn't guarantee that it would still be available when I got there, but it was available, so I snagged that and set up my tent and then walked into town and got just the most amazing fried chicken sandwich and fries and Dr. Pepper. Took it to go, and I was walking back to the campground along this little path that kind of follows the lake, and there was a restaurant that had live music, and so I like found a little bench and just feasted and enjoyed the live music. So it was so awesome. And then I paid $4 to have the greatest, most heavenly 10-minute shower of my life. It was incredible. All right, let's go. Little smoky, but there's Lake Tahoe. is officially day 6 and I'm just leaving Watson Lake right now. My pack is really heavy right now because I have 4 liters of water. Pretty smoky last night and it's really smoky right now. The trail today, this route from Watson Lake up to Mount Rose, it's supposed to have some like killer views of Lake Tahoe, so hoping I get to see them. But today is a pretty hard day. If I make it all the way to Mount Rose campground, which is kind of my goal, it'll be like 26 miles, a little less, 25 point something, and like almost 5,000 feet of elevation gain. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, I made it up to the Brockway trailhead, and so that means this is where I start climbing. I'm gonna go all the way up above 10,000 feet, which is the first time on the trail that it'll be up that high. I think it's the only spot that goes above 10. But yeah, I'm gonna be climbing for like the next 13 or 14 miles or something like that. It's like 4,000 feet. So I think I'm gonna take a little break, mentally prepare myself for this. And yeah. So according to the map, Lake Tahoe is right there. A little smoky today. A little bit over 800 feet until I'm up at Relay Peak, which is the highest point on the TRT. So ready to get this done. Ready for some downhill. Alright, made it up to Relay Peak, which means I'm done climbing for the day. So it's all downhill to Mount Rose. I was hoping I'd be able to get myself to Mount Rose today, but I knew that it was kind of a lot of mileage and elevation, so I was hoping that my body was up for it and that my legs weren't too mad at me. So yeah, I feel like great. Like, my feet are kind of sore, but other than that, pack feels good. I feel good. Things are great. Good morning, it is day 7. I am almost done with the TRT. I think I have like 40 miles left. Plan on finishing tomorrow. I have a room booked at the Mellow Mountain for tomorrow night and then flying to meet up with Ryan in LA on Friday morning. Yesterday was a big day. I hiked from Watson Lake to Mount Rose campground. The last few miles I was hiking in the dark and then finally made it to the campground, and I only had $4 in cash on me, so I knew I didn't have enough to get a campsite there, and I also knew that all of the campsites were reserved, so my best bet was going to be the walk-in campground. But again, I didn't have enough cash to cover that, and it was cash only. So my plan was to go into the campground, fill up water because I was completely out, and then hike back out somewhere just outside of the campground and find a flat spot to throw my tent up. But as I was starting to like put my pack down to start filling up water, I hear a lady's voice behind me saying, "Do you need a site?" I was like, "Yes, but I don't have any cash. I only have $4. Is there any way, like, do you take card? Can I Venmo you?" She's like, "Sure, you can Venmo me." So I was like, yes, because it was like 9 o'clock, pitch black, and the thought of trying to find somewhere to pitch my tent was just like not what I wanted to do. And so I Venmo'd the camp host, and she told me I could either take site 5 or 6. They were both open. And there was like concrete area that had like a picnic table and bear box and barbecue and all that, and then a nice flat square pit, sand pit for me to put my tent. It was amazing. And there's water there, so I didn't have to filter my water. Toilets. It was just so clutch. Yeah, so that was my night. Today I'm trying to get myself as far south as I can. In this section, there's only 2 designated campgrounds that you can camp at. I have those 2 options, or if I can make it past Spooner Lake today, then that's outside of that restricted zone, so I can camp anywhere there. So that's kind of my goal. If I can make it past Spooner, then that's going to set me up for a nice and easy day tomorrow. I'm only like 15 miles or so. I'm ready to be done with this. I got like 2 more days of hiking, and then I cannot wait to like take a shower and just lay in a nice soft bed. Like, man, all the things that we take for granted. Go on a backpacking trip and you will appreciate everything. All right, let's get going. Marlette Lake, and directly beyond it is Lake Tahoe, which we can't see because it's too smoky. Alright, that took me a few minutes to figure out how to work, but success! 3 liters of ice cold water. Alright, made it to the Spooner Summit trailhead. And of course, because I lugged 3 liters of water all the way from Marlette Campground, there is a whole bunch of water here. Whatever. So it's still daylight, and I've made it all the way from Tahoe Meadows trailhead, so 24 miles today. And I guess I'll just keep pushing a little bit more and then find a place to set up my tent. All right. Let's figure this out. This looks like a decent spot. Nice view of Spooner Lake over there. Sunset. Yeah, this is perfect. Here's my dinner right there. What a nice spot for my last night. Take a look at this feast. We got couscous, veggies, beef jerky, olives, and a whole lot of seasoning. Oh, it smells so good. All right, let's try this out. Pretty dang good. Day 8. Last breakfast out here. My last package of Pop-Tarts. Final day on the TRT, which is craziness. I'm like feeling all the emotions about it. But yeah, I got 18.5 miles today, and the first part here is just a big old climb. So I'm knocking that out in the morning, which is nice. It looks way more clear than it's been. Looks like I'm gonna get to see some views of Lake Tahoe today. I should be hopefully to Kingsbury South like maybe by like 5 or so, and then I'll catch an Uber back to the Mellow Mountain where I have another room booked for tonight. I like cannot even comprehend the fact that I get to take a shower tonight, and then I'm gonna have a real bed to sleep in, and I have all day today to figure out what I'm gonna eat tonight. It's a good last day. All right, let's go. I'm getting real close. You can see South Lake down there. I think I'm like 5 miles away. Oh, this is amazing. What a day. Done. 170 miles. That's a wrap. Oh my God. All right, I am back in the Mellow Mountain Hostel. Actually, same exact room that I was in last Wednesday night. The very first thing that I did after I got here is I went and I bought some shampoo and conditioner and an orange soda. I put in an order at California Burger Company or something like that, California Burger something, which is right across the street. And so I'm getting ready to get down on this burger and fries right here, which looks super bomb. And I also bought this shirt because I don't have any clean clothes. Life is freaking good right now. My body is wrecked, but I am like so glad that I did it. It was amazing. It was hard. It was awful. It was incredible. So much fun.